Hey everyone, Jason Schappert here of MzeroA.com, and we're diving into some great IFR content today. I've been doing a ton of IFR proficiency training myself with my good friend Gary Reeves. He's a master flight instructor and really a master at the avionics suite that we have now in 2-3 Mike Zulu, really mastering that beautiful Avidyne stack that we have, and he's helping us to use more of that technology. This technology is much more than direct enter. Congratulations, we can do that, but how do we unlock the other 90% of what that box is truly capable of? So I want to share with you 3 things I'm now doing before an IFR flight, and these are actually all thanks to Gary. I'll tell you how I used to do things as well on some of these. Now, here's the first thing. Always file to a fix on the approach you're planning to shoot. I used to file IFR, just Ocala to wherever I'm going, and I'll figure out which approach they want me on when I get there, and I have all my plates out and I'm ready to do that. What Gary was saying is always file to a fix on the approach you're planning to shoot. So what we were doing is we were looking at the TAFs of the airport we're going to. About the time we arrive, the winds are going to be this. So I'll make an assumption that we're going to fly this approach, and we choose the approach we want to fly, and we'll file to a fix here on the ground that's on that actual approach. Forbid I were to lose comms. If I lose comms in my first scenario, Ocala to Tallahassee, well, they know I'm going to Tallahassee. They don't know what approach I'm going to shoot or how I'm going to get into Tallahassee, but all ATC knows is I'm going to Tallahassee. If I file from Ocala to a fix on an approach for 3-6 into Tallahassee, they know exactly what approach I'll be setting up for as well and where I'm going to be heading. Always file to a fix on the approach you're planning to shoot. The second is this. Always assume you're going missed. ATC will give us these long missed instructions. Sometimes we'll just go missed as published on the approach plate. But too often we just always assume we're going to break out and everything's going to be great. And a lot of that is ingrained in us early on in our training. When we train on VFR days under the hood, we kind of just always assume our instructor is going to say, look out and we land, or look out, okay, don't see anything, go miss. We pretend we go miss. We should always just assume we're going to go mixed. Now that includes, on the Avidyne, on the Garmin, whatever it is, planning and making sure you have that missed approach loaded and ready to go as well. Whether it's the published missed or whether it's what ATC gave you, thinking ahead of the airplane. The third one is this: brief your plates on the ground. I was so guilty of this mistake. I would be going from Ocala to Tallahassee. Tallahassee approach would tell me we're shooting the GPS whatever approach, and then I'm still 20 miles out. I would start briefing my approach and going through everything. It's seriously too late at that point. One thing Gary told us is if you're going to Tallahassee, brief every single approach plate on your way to Tallahassee, right? Every approach plate that's there, brief it on the ground. If they have 4 approaches, brief all 4 approaches so you're familiar with them. And this is how we actually structure. This is a screenshot from ForeFlight here of literally highlighting everything. We went to the AOPA flying in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Yes, this is the RNAV GPS runway 9 into the Jack Edwards Airport. And we highlight that. We go through all our frequencies, missed approach, everything else. We even got creative with some of these things here. Zoom in a little bit in there. You can see use some emojis there on the missed approach, right? Finger pointing up, climb to 2,500. We added that 2,500 in there, and obviously the little up emoji there. So we know, I'm a visual learner. I like to see things. I want to be able to look down at my plate and not have to read, but look down and go up to 2,500. Got it. I can handle that. And these you can see the other little notes we have, 2,500, 1,600. You can see we added these numbers in here so we can look, and that's really taken your briefings to the next level. This isn't done in the air though. This was all done on the ground before we even left for Gulf Shores, Alabama. You see, what this causes us to do is to think and stay ahead of the airplane. You all had great instructors, I'm hoping, right? Those great instructors told you, you have to stay ahead of the airplane. If they haven't, I'm here telling you that today. You have to think and you have to stay ahead of your airplane. That goes for VFR and IFR environments, but especially in the instrument environment, we have to think and stay ahead of our airplane. Listen, we are here to serve you and help you pursue that dream of aviation mastery. I'm hosting a 2-day live event with my now very good friend Gary, who's really going to be sharing more great IFR techniques, for-flight courses, Avidyne, Garmin, taking you through all these things in our Aviation Mastery course. We're going to have a Rusty Pilot seminar. I'm going to be doing in-flight emergencies. There's going to be things for all levels of pilots there. It's Aviation Mastery. It's February 9th and 10th, and it's in Orlando, Florida. Visit aviationmastery.org to reserve your tickets here. It is a paid event here, but it's a 2-day event, just solid 2 days of great training here. We're setting up just an amazing schedule, some great guest speakers as well for you all. I'll be there speaking most of the day, as will Gary. It's going to be a fantastic Aviation Mastery event. aviationmastery.org to check it out and learn more. I can't wait to read your comments on YouTube, on Facebook, on MzeroA.com. Enjoy the rest of your day, and most importantly, remember that a good pilot is always learning. Have a great day, guys. We'll see ya.